Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to another edition of the Weekend Wrap-Up. I'm your host, the Duke, here, coming at you from my shop. It's actually just my garage, but hey, I do this stuff. So, hope everyone had a good week. It's Friday, like I said. Looking forward to the weekend. Very exciting news. What I just finished doing was, sorry, I got some on my glasses. What I just finished doing was being live on Instagram, first time ever. A little bit of technical difficulty at the start, but we figured it out. And I gave away some dice, actually just one die. But because it was kind of a surprise giveaway, because I suddenly had 20 followers on Twitter. Mrs. the Duke was like, you should give away a D20 for 20 followers. I was like, that's a good idea. So that's what I did. And it was fun. The winner was Dice Dragon Games. So I have not DM'd them yet on Twitter for the deets, so I can get them their die. But it was cool. Like, I never done anything like that before. First time for everything. A little bit of a learning curve, obviously, like I said, with the Instagram Live, but it worked out, and it was fun. So hopefully, when I get to 50 followers on Instagram and 50 followers on Twitter, because we're doing 2 more giveaways, give away another 2 sets of dice, one for Instagram, one for Twitter. So if you don't follow me, do that. Apologies for the coffee. It's still morning. It's 11:28 here in the Pacific Northwest. So, so there's been some stuff going on this week. If you can see behind me, these bottles of silicone, the jellyfish silicone, they're getting low because I've been making some molds. In fact, there is a set of molds in the pressure pot right now as we speak. I'm actually I realized that I had polished up my masters of my logo dice, and they were just sitting around, and I hadn't made molds of them because I'd poured them. I'd made 2 sets, a pink set and a clear set, with Shop J. on it. Well, not on Etsy anymore. They have their own website. I believe it's Shop j.dice.com. I'll confirm that, and then I'll put it in the YouTube. I'll link you to their site because they are awesome. If you're in the market for dice or some other stuff too, they sell some other stuff. Very, very good. 5 stars, would recommend. So I had used their mold to make some because they had set up a tin cure mold because it was UV resin dice made from a 3D printer. So I'd use that mold to make a couple of sets of epoxy resin dice, so I could then some dust in here. So I could then make my own molds, use those as masters to make my own molds. So I'd made those 2 sets of masters, got them all polished up, and then they just sat there. So I'm making a full set mold of one of them. And then I've got 3 individual. I've got a D20 and then the 2 D10s, because there's one with just the 10 numbers and one with the percentile. So I'm making those 3 kind of singular molds in case I want to make those sets just by themselves, because I think I do. Ultimately, I think I'm going to make individual molds of all the dice, just so then I can offer individuals for sale for folks who just want a set of percentile D10s, or just want a set of D6s, or just want a D12 or a couple of D8s or whatever. D&D has so many not just that particular game, but any tabletop role-playing game has so many sets of tables of dice for you to roll. So I want any gamer to have, if you're actually using these for gaming, I don't know, maybe you're just sitting them on the shelf and look at them. That's cool too. But I want anybody to be able to have the opportunity to have whatever they need, whatever they want. So I'm doing that. So that's one of the things I've been working on this week, is doing a lot of molding. I also, do I have them here? I do. I also did a little color test. So I'm going to do a plug here. I did a little color test of these purple dice that you see here, and I don't know, when there's no light shining through them, you can't really see the cool effect, but they're a little smoky. So there's yeah, and obviously these are unfinished, so but maybe you can see it on the D12 a little bit. They're a little smoky. So there's two different colors of purple in here. And so I was, basically trying out a color test and trying out an effect, a technique, if you will, for because basically those are the Chiari awareness colors. Because a friend of mine in Las Vegas, Nevada, is doing a awareness money raising walk kind of thing coming up in a couple of weeks. I don't know what the exact date is. I have it on my phone. A couple of weeks from now, and they're doing a raffle. And I was like, hey, I know, I can make some cool dice and donate them to the raffle and raise some money for a good cause. So, and get some publicity out of it too. No one is altruistic. So that was kind of the color test. I think it worked out pretty well. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making molds of my bear dice, because those are the dice I'm going to donate. I want to make a set of logo dice, donate them to the walk, to the raffle, be listed as a sponsor on the promotional materials or what have you, website. I don't know how this works, whatever it is. And then yeah, get the company out there and get some goodwill, because hey, I donated what otherwise would be a very expensive set of dice to raise some money for a good cause. So that's why companies do sponsorships. Like, let's be real. So I'm working on that. What else this week? That might be it, actually. I think that's it. So looking forward to the week ahead. I'm actually doing good on time. So looking forward to the week ahead. I actually got, and I can't really show it to you right now because it's ginormous. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. Crazy. But I got, because I realized that a couple of the things that take time. Actually, before I talk about that, I'll talk about something else. So I made, this looks so cool. I made a set of yellow dice. And look at that, man. So I made a set of yellow dice, and it needs some work. But I mean, especially the one. But I made a set of yellow dice, and I liked the way they look. I thought they looked like lemon drops. And I was like, well, they can't be shiny because lemon drops aren't shiny. They've got that kind of sugar coating on them. So I was like, I can make a matte. I know how to do that. Actually, I had an idea on how to do that. Turns out I know how to do that. So I sanded that one down, made it matte finish, and then I was like, what color should I ink them? And I was like, let me grab a box of lemon drops. It's yellow and blue. So let me ink it blue. So that's what I did. So one of the cool things about inking that I discovered is that you can just slap ink on there to get it in the divots for the numbers, and then let it dry, and then on a very smooth flat surface, put down a paper towel, put down some IPA, and just rub the faces until everything rubs off except the numbers. Imagine that. But in my dice making travels so far, I've noticed that sanding and polishing takes time, and inking takes time. So I'm like, well, how can I cut that time down? How can I make dice even faster? And maybe it's really not about making dice faster. It's just about being more efficient with my time. Because I don't like working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. No one should have to do that. I don't want to do that. So, how do I get the same amount of dice created in the same amount, or in less time, basically? So one of the things that I'm going to try is I got a pottery wheel, which, if you think about it, is a large flat surface that just spins. So instead of you rubbing dice or polishing dice on sandpaper, or after you ink them, rubbing dice on a paper towel with some isopropyl alcohol, what if you had a large flat surface that spun and you just work smarter, not harder. So I got one of those, and I'm going to try that out. I'm pretty sure it'll work. And if it doesn't, it's from Amazon, so I can just send it back. But I think it'll work because, it's essentially, instead of me putting in the literal elbow and shoulder grease, the machine does it for me. And all I do is hold the die down, turn the face, hold the die down, turn the face, hold the die down. So I'm looking forward to using that in the week ahead. And then, just making more dice. I've got to make the Chiari dice once my molds are done, once my logo molds are done, so I can make a set of those. I do have to make, in the die I just gave away, I have to make that one, actually, the crystal clear D20. Because the one that I've been posting pictures on Instagram and Twitter is actually one of my master dice, and I'm not giving that away. So I have to make a copy. I'm making a mold of the master, so then I can make so then I can have my mold and I can make copies out of that mold. So I'm going to make another crystal clear die in that mold once it's done, and then that will be the die that I give away. That I've already given away, but that will be the die that I will send to the winner. So that's the week ahead as well. I think that's it, other than just, making dice and doing stuff. I still haven't started on the woodworking stuff, this stuff right here. Mother's Day is coming soon. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to get that done. We'll see. I think those are the big things for the week ahead. So, I will get out of here on time today. Look at me, making good time. So the question that I leave you all with today, because Mother's Day is coming up, what do you do for the how do you recognize your mom or the mom in your life, whether it be your actual mom, or maybe it was your dad that acted like your mom, or your grandma, or an aunt, or someone else, maybe a brother or sister, maybe it was a neighbor that was more motherly to you. How do you honor the mom in your life, whoever that may be, whether it's your biological or otherwise? Let me know, because I'm actually sending my mom a strawberry shortcake box that, and I'll post the link to in case you don't have an idea yet. Basically, you send a little mini cake in a box, and when you open it, stuff happens. And I included some flowers in there, so hopefully it'll be cool. Fingers crossed. Hopefully she'll like it. Let me know. Hit me up in the Patreon comments. Send me a Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. I don't know. Wherever you want to answer that question is cool with me. Until next time, everybody, have a great Friday and an awesome weekend. Be good to each other. Peace.